Hey y'all, it's Eric. Just want to let y'all know we got merch coming on March 1st. If y'all want to show some support, show some love, even check out the super cool designs that we've had some of our fans make. They're super, super dope. Yeah, link is in the bio, and hope you guys like it, and enjoy the video. 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everyone?
guys?
Welcome back
To another
episode of
Between.
The Lines.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of exciting things to cover today. A lot of exciting things happened the past few weeks, this month of February.
Yes, sir.
And let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about the EP, bro. Dream State. Let's go from, I guess, from the beginning to the end. And I want to hear basically your thought process and how this whole EP came about, coming from your perspective.
Sure. And first off, shout out to all the people that have listened so far.
Shout out to all of
Love
y'all.
For real.
Thank you for supporting. But yeah, let's get into it, bro. Let's start off with, I guess, Stuck, because that's the first on your EP, correct? Mm-hmm. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like taking a step back, the way that I had envisioned Dream State was to be a project that you could listen to from, okay, before I even step into that, growing up, I used to love albums that you could listen to beginning to end and it tells a whole story.
Right.
Some big ones being Green Day, and they even did a musical about it for American Idiot, which was a crazy musical performance. But that being said, other people that have done it, like Frank Ocean, Daniel Caesar, there's so many really good examples of projects where you can just like take in a story step by step. It's like a movie, but in audio form. And basically, I wanted to try to experiment with that by making a project and putting the EP together. So I guess like with that vision in mind, basically, yeah, I wanted to, I guess, document or, I guess, tell the story of the cycle, at least my experience of the cycle of love and heartbreak, essentially, told through, I guess, like I said, in my own experience, being in and out of a dream state.
Right. So with using that's how you were able to structure it?
I guess that was like the foundations of why it's ordered the way it is and why it has this like similar theme, essentially.
Right. Okay, got you. So being said, with Stuck, how did that come about, and why was that the first one on the EP? So
Stuck, and shout out to the producer Elijah Cruz, amazing. And
Shout
same
to
with
you,
Daniel as well, Daniel Badilla, Blank, we love you, and Mike as well, amazing guitar player. But yeah, Stuck, I mean, when I heard the beat, it felt just like very nostalgic right away.
Right.
And when it comes to, I mean, at the end of the day too, it's like I said, all this, all the music that is on this EP, essentially, they all have a similar theme of, love, nostalgia, reminiscent, dreamlike sounds, I guess. And when I heard that beat, I was like, yo, this makes me think back to like when I was like down bad,
right?
you know?
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know, like basically, and during those times, I would often be lying down in my bed and I'd just be thinking about the good, like the relationship that I had with that person.
Right.
And I just like, it would be stuck on replay. And I just want to sleep so that way I could, think about it more.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where the idea started from that.
Right. And who was on this track?
It was produced by Elijah Cruz.
Right.
You can find him on YouTube, Eli, E-L-I, as well as Mike. He's the guitar maestro that plays all the cool guitar.
Shout out Mike.
Shout out to Mike. He's amazing. And then it was mixed and mastered by Blank, a.k.a. Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Badilla.
Love that guy.
He's an amazing artist.
So dope.
Engineer.
So Stuck came around. You brought that together, and then I guess we move on to APM Cuffing Season featuring Jules, which is also a banger.
And shout out to Jules. We're gonna be doing a lot of shout outs because you guys.
Yeah, we
you guys
appreciate
are
them
amazing.
a lot. So
For real, at the end of the day, this wouldn't be possible without
any of them.
the whole squad. So we gotta pay our respects.
So yeah, with APM, bring me along the lines of that. Like, how did that come
story?
about? Yeah, the story about that.
So basically, how I had envisioned the story, and I feel like it's okay now. Like I assume that most of y'all have listened to it already, so you can kind of break it down and
Right.
then see from my perspective as to how it goes. But basically, how I had envisioned it, I like to see it, and also shout out to Ryan Michaels, by the way, for helping me organize it. And
Shout out Ryan, bro.
He's amazing. We wanted, like I said, we wanted to make this a movie, and how I saw 8 p.m. Was almost like coming from Stuck, right after the song is done, it's like he's back he's thinking again, because you can, so there's like little subtle things I know, but like basically
Right.
it's like a tape recorder, so it's almost like he's replaying that like memory in his head. So
Right.
8 p.m. is a fucking dream, essentially.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
thinking about, like when the relationship that he's talking about, or the relationship that I was talking about, essentially, I was in that dream feeling what I was feeling again,
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
when you're falling in love with that person,
Right. Yeah.
and you're just in love,
Right.
like what do you feel like, or for example, when you first dated Mario, like what were the feelings that you were feeling?
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely there was a lot of emotions, especially at the beginning of the relationship and stuff like that. And I can definitely relate when it comes to APM Cuffing Season, especially the long drives and stuff like that. Going to see the person and how nerve-wracking and stuff it is, like
And it feels heightened almost, and you're like,
exactly, yeah. and I feel like a lot of people can relate, and I feel like a lot of people has been through that same exact moment in their relationship, especially when meeting them at first.
But yeah, essentially, you pretty much nailed it on the head. But essentially, APM / Cuffin Season was just an ode to that. But then
Right.
it's a dream, remember?
Right.
So then now we transition into the reality of things, where
And that transitions into Shine.
yes, sir.
Which honestly to me is probably my favorite track on the EP, Shine.
Yeah, mine too, for sure.
So tell me more about that and the story
So-
behind that.
Sure. So, in the story, I guess, Shine was basically a reality check, where it's also a kind of a pivotal point in the movie, or in the whole story, where you're super depressed, and obviously you want to do good things, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's like you feel so weighed down, but the pivotal point is shining bright and
Right.
finding that love within yourself,
Right.
and like ultimately it's energy.
Right.
Right.
So almost escaping through.
The only way, well, I guess in terms of love and heartbreak, especially too, the only way to love someone else is if you love yourself first.
Right.
So I felt like that was an important key lesson in my life that I learned, and I wanted to kind of pass that on to anyone that was listening, that ultimately you have to put in that energy to love yourself first, and you need to
Yeah,
just
man.
need to shine bright, bro. And like that, things will get better in time. It just takes time, and it takes your constant effort to want to make things better.
Yeah, I mean, I think that tip is like key in terms of a relationship, right?
Relationship and life, bro.
You got to be ready for it. You know what I mean? And like, that digs deep, bro. That's actually interesting to hear. Sure. What else? Like, who was part of that project or that song?
For sure. Brian. Shout out to Brian.
Shout out Brian,
Who
Matt,
did
bro.
the strings at the end. He made that cinematically, and he's leveling up, man. I'm telling you, the music
Shout
that
out
we're going to
Brian
be
Mac.
making.
I miss that guy. It's been a long time since the whole gang got together because of obviously COVID. But
Yeah,
like,
for real.
hopefully soon we get together again.
Facts.
But who else?
Tyler Nam. He's Kid Renaissance's drummer. Shout out to Ian too.
That guy's nasty.
He is a fantastic drum player. And Mike, of course, coming in with the,
Yes, sir,
the
Mike.
beautiful. Yo, I'm telling you, Brian and Mike are like these two Jacob Colliers in their own.
And they just bring it
and
together,
they're just like
bro.
they're like interweaving like a, I don't know,
It's unreal,
DNA
yeah.
or something.
Just yeah, man. Just hearing them in the studio and what they create together is just unreal, bro.
It's inspiring because coming from someone that doesn't have any classical experience or like
Right. You learn
just
a lot.
kind of doing it like for like not well for fun, but like never really taking courses and stuff. Like I've learned so much just by being in their presence.
I bet, bro.
So I'd say if anything, if there's a tip in there for anyone that's like a musician, surround yourself with better musicians or like really good ones because
Yeah,
there's things that I've learned from them that I wouldn't have necessarily learned just by taking or watching YouTube or something.
yeah, bro. It's just being surrounded by like-minded individuals. You know what I mean? That have the same goals as you, and you can learn just so much from that. Even just having conversations with them about fucking anything.
For real.
You know.
For real.
So from Shine,
Oh, and ER mixing. Roman, we love you.
shout out to Roman real quick.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so we go from Shine and then it transitions into Dream State. Tell me a little bit more about that and the
So-
story behind it.
Cool. So essentially, I guess moving on through the story, like I said, Shine was like a pivotal point, at least for me, and I wanted to kind of change the narrative, moving forward into the story. And Dream State essentially was almost. It sounds almost similar to the other ones, but I wanted to change it into the point where it was like, okay, I'm still gonna be thinking about this person, and it's like, I mean, like, I'm identifying that, yeah,
Right.
okay, I'm still like dreaming of, like, I'm still having dreams about them or whatever, and I feel like in relationships or past relationships, you often sometimes think about them, and you obviously care about them and stuff like that. But that being said, anyways, going into it, and this ultimately leads to the title of the whole EP, Dream State.
Right.
But I kind of wanted it to change where it was like, okay, yeah, yes, I'm still thinking about it, but I'm okay with the fact that we've moved on. I'm okay with like I'm thankful for, you know, the experiences and the time we had together,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and I guess
you-
that's what I wanted to kind of
And you're just reminiscing through it all.
reminiscent, but instead of being bummy about it, it's
Right.
like you're just like, it's like bittersweet. It's
So
bittersweet.
you're kind of like thankful that it happened, but at the same time like upset and sad that it ended.
It's not necessarily focusing on the sad part. It's like, yeah, like I said, bittersweet, where it's like, okay, it happened, but I'm just happy that
Right.
we experienced that together.
Right.
And even though it is sad, and with the instrumental at the end with Brian, shout out to Brian, it's a minor. It starts off with a minor, like a kind of like
Right.
playing style or whatever.
Right.
But then it transitions into a positive or a major scale.
Right. Yeah, no, bro, that gets to you. The ending of that transition. Oh my God.
Which leads right into Soleil.
It was
Yeah,
really-
bro.
And then I mean, that's a great segue right there. So who was on Dream State?
Shout out to Jay Grooves or Jesse Epp.
Shout out to you, bro.
I found his beat on YouTube, so it's pretty crazy.
Yes, sir.
And then also Brian and Daniel mixed the that record as well.
Right.
So
Dope.
but yeah, essentially with that, I wanted to transition and kind of, I guess, like the idea behind the whole little section at the end was, yes, it sucks, but things eventually get brighter. And then at the end of the story, it's kind of left up to the discussion of, or to yourself as to whether they find someone new or they find the new love within themselves.
Right.
Because Soleil, sun, shine bright,
Right.
thing. But then also it could just be finding a new love, and then it's the cycle starting all over again.
And then man. So Dream State transitions into Soleil, which is an all-time banger.
And shout out to Shadell. amazing artist, and he manages her too.
Shout out to Shadell. She's really dope. She's gonna be coming out with something special real soon, so stay on the lookout for that. Also, Brian, who's also in the
Fun
part
fact.
of the song as well.
Yes, sir. And fun fact, Brian and I recorded this like this is one of the first songs that we ever recorded together.
That's crazy.
And we wrote it all in my basement, in my mom's basement. And I think that song changed our lives.
Right.
Because
I think so too. I think it opened a lot of gates. You know what I mean?
it showed us that it showed us that we could make something that people like genuinely fuck with, and like
Yeah. No.
that you could do it from anywhere. That you could literally make it in your fucking mom's basement, bro.
Yeah. When I heard it the first time, I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like I didn't know that. And I knew obviously that you guys were in the musical space and stuff like that. But like, wow, when I heard it, I was just mind blown at the fact that this is just unreal, you know?
For real.
So with everything coming together, the whole EP is finally out. How did you feel about it, man?
I mean, it's been nuts because it's the first project that has like I said, a story, like a full story tied through multiple songs. I feel like that was like really, that's something I definitely want to keep doing, and I want to get more. I want to get more into that,
Right.
as I continue to make more music. But it's been super dope. I mean, of course, COVID has definitely made a change for all artists, not just us, and around the world. It's been pretty crazy. But that being said, we just been trying to adapt and trying to figure out ways to, keep pushing the music out and get as much hype for it. And
Yeah, bro. And then on top of that too, we also decided the best time to release the Soleil music video would be around like EP time release.
yeah, we made that in like November.
Yeah. Or I think late October.
Late October, early November, something like that.
Yeah, that was a mission in itself. I mean, it was part of it, I think it was in one of the Making It Work episodes on the vlog. So go check that out if you haven't yet already.
Yeah.
That's all the behind the scenes of what happened the day of.
And we shot it all in
Soleil.
one day,
Right.
which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and
Shout out to Renzo.
Shout out to Renzo and his team, bro. Like they're super dope. They helped us plan it all and
Will,
organize it.
Richard.
But yeah, shout out to all of them, man. They're really dope. They're creative guys, and yeah, they helped us a lot with the whole process.
What was your favorite part about the shoot?
I think I'd obviously have to go with my part. If you guys haven't checked out the music video yet, there's a little snippet of me and Brian in there.
Find them.
You're gonna have to find it. Find it and let us know if you found it in the comments below. But yeah, no, I honestly think that was probably one of our best projects that we released to date in terms of like visuals.
For real.
And bro, with that, like I'm excited to see what we're able to create once this COVID thing's over.
Of course, man. And at the same time too, it's like, even though we're talking about like, yo, we're doing all this stuff, we're just like all you guys, like we're just existing,
Yeah, man. We're just trying to
going through the motions of like battling all these inner demons and trying to figure out life and shit.
Yeah, I mean, like our vlog says it itself. We're just trying to make this work,
Facts.
and I guess we'll just see how it goes with our consistency and our grind, man.
For real. But yo, on some real shit, like I just want to, like, I already said it earlier, but I want to say again, for everyone that's listened to my music, not only with Dream State, but even like since Interlude and Summer Autumn, like, yo, thank you so much for listening. Like,
Appreciate you guys.
The world is so crazy, and I'm so fucking thankful that you guys have made a space for us to make music for you guys. And
Yeah, I mean, like
I'm not gonna cry, but I'm just saying I'm so fucking grateful for you guys. You guys really changed my life. Like, even though we're nowhere where we want to be yet, but
right.
thank you for giving us a reason to fucking be here.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, like it's been fun thus far. Especially with the diehards out there, you know who you guys are.
Yeah.
You guys been showing crazy love, crazy support. And dude, like I'm so excited for what's to come next.
For real.
Because actually next week,
this
is our official
merch drop. The first one ever.
This is it, man. For the Dream State Apparel. This is gonna be crazy. I'm excited to see. Like, I'm excited to show you guys what we've
been working on.
Yeah,
and,
man.
So we actually with that we got one of our super fans / super talented creators, Cindy.
Shout out
she
Cindy,
helped us
she's
design.
dope.
Some of our products or some of our merch designs, which is fucking,
it's actually fire. Like, it's so fire.
She's actually sick at drawing.
She really is.
Bro.
She's dope.
So, like, that being said, like, as soon as I saw her art, I was like, yo, we have to do something. So that being said, like, if y'all want to support her, y'all want to support us, check her out.
Check it out, yo.
Check her out. And if y'all want to support us, check out the merch when we drop it next week.
And I think it's going to be what, March 1st?
Yeah.
March 1st, everyone.
March 1st,
March
everyone.
1st.
March
So
1st
be on the lookout. Stay tuned. Look at ericryanofficial.com just to get updates and stuff like that.
For real.
If you haven't yet already, obviously follow Eric Ryan Pasquale on Instagram and all platforms. But there you have it, man. This podcast was pretty much to summarize everything about the Dream State EP. Mm-hmm. I think you told the story very well. I think you and the squad killed it on this project. And I'm honestly excited to see what else we got in store in the next year.
Yes, sir. Lots more coming.
There you go, guys. Thank you for coming back to another Between the Lines episode. Any last words, Eric?
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, be on the lookout for the merch coming next week. A lot of dope projects there. I think we're going to have it out for a limited time.
Yeah,
so
for real.
Make sure you get it before it's done. And then, yeah, man. Well, I guess we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you guys for tuning
Take it
in.
easy. Peace and love. We'll see y'all soon.
Later.
Yes, sir.
Oh, fuck.